Hey everyone, Rebecca Jonesy here once again with another Book Dragon book review. So I got something a little bit different for you guys. Just to prove that I am not a one genre reader. I do not stick to fantasy, though I do read it a lot, so of course I review it a lot as well. But this time I got something slightly different because the author is slightly different. Okay, that's fine. Andy is he's hella different from everyone, not just because he's a giant either. So this book we're talking about today is Cerberus, Assassination Protocol by Andy Peloquin. And yes, that is Peloquin, not penguin. I had to. So this is Andy's first foray into science fiction. He generally writes epic fantasy and grimdark fantasy. I'm not sure I'd actually call it grimdark. I mean, it's dark, it's epic, it's heavy, but if there is a way to write science fiction grimdark, he has found it. This is a hard-hitting book. You might have figured out, what with the whole assassination being in the title thing. Also, Cerberus. Hopefully everyone knows who Cerberus is. But this is Andy's first foray into science fiction, and he hit it out of the park. He has a lot of experience writing with his fantasy and high fantasy series, and he brought all of that to the table. He got some good information from people I know for the Shields in the Shadow series, which is the one he wrote right before this one. So he took everything he learned about military engagements and fighting, and he brought that to the sci-fi world. And he keeps it nice and strictly science fiction. I'm a big sci-fi fan. Actually, sci-fi is probably one of my favorites. I just don't get to read it very often. It's hard to find good sci-fi. And here you go. You now have a good sci-fi. The story follows an ex-sniper named Nolan. He has been meted out of the Silver Guard forces, which is the elite of the elite fighting force for his empire. And he is not doing well. He got meted out because he took a serious wound to the spine, and he is now paralyzed from the waist down. Going from, top of his game, master fighter, hero, living in the shadows because they keep their names private there. No one wants to be outed as, the person who leads these or even fights in these, because if the enemy finds out your name, they can find your family. So all of his information has been kept on the down low, so everyone who knows that he used to be in the military thought he was just a basic fighter, a good basic fighter, but a basic fighter. So he is now paralyzed, living a civilian life, recovering from a addiction, and trying to get his life back together. One of the things that is helping is he has an AI in his brain. Yes, that is an artificial intelligence, and she is what syncs him up to his specialized armor, which allows him to walk. Now, the only way he is allowed to have her in his brain and have his mobility is if he does off the book projects for let's just call him federal agency. It is very much a black ops kind of thing. Everything is all hush hush, but he is basically a team of 1.5 if you count his AI, and he is tasked with keeping the peace, bringing down the bad guys, and basically killing whoever the government tells him he needs to kill. But as a sniper, he's kind of used to that. But in book 1, I mean, this is Andy, right? So the books are huge to start with, so a lot happens, start to finish. You find out a lot about the world, the culture, his city, and his little area of the city, because as always, Andy writes really, really good worlds. He builds great worlds. So you're going to know everything you need to know right off the bat about that. And you kind of have a why he's doing it. I mean, you know personally why he's doing it, but after a while you start going, okay, I know why the character's doing it, but why are they having him do it? And he stumbles into a lot more than he thought was going on. Things may not be as on the up and up as he thought. And he needs to figure it out, but he also has to be very careful, because his brother, apparently, sometime, someplace, he doesn't know how or why, got into some trouble. He doesn't know doing what, and he is now in jail. And it has been made abundantly clear to him that his brother's health and well-being does depend on how well Nolan fulfills his missions. So he's got to be, top of his game, stay alive, get everything done, and investigate who he's actually working for, while not letting on that he thinks something is up. So you definitely want to go get this book as soon as it's out. I got a beta version of this, which I was very proud of and very happy for. I absolutely adored it. This first book I tore through in one night, like in one sitting. Maybe not the best plan, because my butt was numb after that, because once again, it's a really long book, you guys. But definitely go check it out. It is worth the read. Definitely a 5-star book. And I will drop the link below, unless I screw this up and do it wrong, because I'm not very good at the whole YouTube thingy. So, until next time, everyone, read well and prosper, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!